Every investigation has a turning point. A moment when the clues stop whispering and start screaming in 12-point calibri.
What was that?
Sounds like Excel, and someone's trying to divide by 0.
We didn't know it yet, but the numbers were about to lead us somewhere unexpected, somewhere mystical, somewhere color-coded.
The shells have spoken.
No.
Yes.
I ran a regression analysis on the cafeteria's soup of the day and the president's travel expenses. The pivot table revealed a prophecy.
Prophecy.
The merger will be complete when the soup is chicken noodle 3 Tuesdays in a row.
Can't possibly mean anything.
Everything means something if you freeze the right panes.
We thought we were following a paper trail. We were wrong. We were following a formula.
Miles, why is this person staring at us like we're a broken macro?
Because you are. All of us are. And the merger is the error message.
Episode 3. The Spreadsheet Oracle.
I swear, if Chicken Noodle actually shows up next Tuesday,
Then we're all living in Excel now.
Welcome to Sheet 2.
Welcome back to Only Mergers in the Building, a special investigative series from CAAT Tales. I'm Miles Mercer, and today we're looking at the programs that have quietly vanished, the timelines that keep shifting, and the due diligence that was supposed to be done by April 30th, but somehow isn't.
spoiler, it's June.
And apparently, due diligence is on its own timeline.
So here it is, our merger board. Every document, rumor, and half-finished PDF we've managed to scrape together. And somewhere in all of this, there should be something called due diligence.
Right. The legal stuff. The don't accidentally break the law while merging 2 public institutions stuff.
Exactly. Due diligence is supposed to involve lawyers. Teams of them. Whole herds stampeding majestically across spreadsheets.
And yet, the only stampede we've seen is faculty running around trying to figure out what's happening.
Which is wild, because an actual merger needs legislation. Legislation. That's not a sticky note. That's not a hallway conversation. That's not a, well, I'll get back to you after lunch.
And legislation means lawyers. Lawyers means documents. Documents mean drafts. Drafts mean revisions. Revisions mean somebody, somewhere, should have asked at least one question.
But based on what we've found so far, the legal due diligence for this merger could fit on the back of a napkin. A small napkin from a food court.
Thing is, due diligence isn't optional. It's not a suggestion. It's the part where you make sure you're not about to violate labor law, contract law, education law, municipal bylaws, or the Geneva Convention.
And yet, here we are, staring at a merger board that looks like a conspiracy theorist's Pinterest page, trying to find even one sign that a lawyer was involved.
Honestly, if lawyers had been involved, we'd know. There'd be footnotes, there'd be disclaimers, there'd be at least one sentence that start with, notwithstanding the foregoing.
Instead, we have silence. And a merger that seems to be held together with vibes and a prayer.
Which raises the question, if due diligence happened, did it happen in a locked room at midnight with no witnesses and no paper trail?
Because that's not due diligence. That's a seance.
Let's start with the deadline. According to our merger board, at an online Board of Governors meeting earlier this year, the president said due diligence for the merger would be completed by April 30th.
Firm date. A confirmed date. A date that has now joined the missing programs, or the recordings from the March College Conversations event.
Maybe it's just delayed.
Taylor, one of the deans literally said during a program advisory committee meeting 3 weeks ago that due diligence was still not done. That's not a delay, that's a disappearance.
When due diligence disappears, programs tend to follow. We were about to leave when someone knocked from the other side. Except the door didn't open. Instead, a second knock came from behind us.
Nope, absolutely not. I refuse to be in a hallway with multiple knock sources.
It's like the building is trying to warn us.
And that's when we met the Spreadsheet Oracle.
You seek answers about the merger.
We do?
I know. The pivot tables told me.
Good. Another one.
I have run the numbers. I have consulted the cells. I have stared into the conditional formatting. And it has stared back.
Okay, I'm listening.
Behold, Sheet 1. I performed a regression analysis on 2 key indicators, the cafeteria's soup of the day and the president's travel expenses.
Feels unrelated.
Everything is related when you understand Excel's spiritual plane.
I'm sorry. Excel has a spiritual plane?
Of course, it's called Sheet 2. The model is clear. The merger will be complete when, and only when, the soup is chicken noodle 3 Tuesdays in a row.
That's oddly specific.
Prophecy often is. Also, the cafeteria manager is very predictable.
So, you're saying the entire future of 2 colleges hinges on soup scheduling?
And travel receipts. Never underestimate the power of a well-timed mileage claim. I have seen other signs. The VLOOKUPs are restless. The SUMIFs whisper warnings. And the pivot table. The pivot table has begun to rotate on its own.
Okay, that sounds like a hardware issue.
No, it is destiny.
You know what's behind this door?
Only what the scatter plot suggests. And the scatter plot suggests chaos.
Tracks.
Should we be concerned that every witness we meet is more unhinged than the last?
Well, honestly, the Oracle might be the most grounded one so far.
Chicken noodle 3 Tuesdays in a row. I mean, I've heard of worse strategic plans.
And just like that, this Spreadsheet Oracle vanished down the hallway, presumably to commune with a bar chart. But their warning lingered, because if the numbers were pointing to chaos, what exactly were we about to walk into? We reached out to our previous witness for clarification.
Yes, just to update, my title has changed slightly.
Of course it has.
I'm now the interim acting dean of Integrated Futures, Applied Alignment, and Strategic Continuity.
That got longer.
Have the programs been defined?
They're in the process of being conceptualized.
That's worse than before.
Are decisions being made?
We've moved into the pre-decision alignment sessions.
Now you've invented a new stage.
I've been invited to observe part of one of those sessions.
Did you learn anything?
No.
We started hearing from faculty who noticed something strange. Programs weren't officially cut, they were just not mentioned anymore. Like the dozens of partial load faculty whose contracts simply disappeared last year.
The academic equivalent of being ghosted.
Or put on pause, which is the administrative version of, it's not you, it's me.
One faculty member told us their program was removed from the website before anyone told them. Another said they found out from a student who asked, "Is it true we're being merged with another campus?"
Always good when students have more intel than the people teaching them.
By mid-July, the halls were so empty you could hear your own thoughts echo, which frankly was dangerous. Because that's when we ran into her.
The crazy person hiding in the overgrown bushes outside the main entrance with a backpack full of documents.
Documents is generous. It was mostly printouts of Reddit threads and laminated map of the St. Lawrence River.
The witness insisted on being called the connector because, and I quote, "Everything is connected if you have the courage to draw lines between things that shouldn't be connected."
Hear about the merger, right? Good, because nobody's talking about the real story.
Which is?
Birds.
Oh boy.
Think about it. Campus empty, programs disappearing, faculty teaching from their basements like it's 2020 again, and suddenly, the seagulls are back. Hundreds of them, watching.
I'm sorry, what do the seagulls have to do with...
Everything! They show up every time the College Employer Council makes a big move. Check the timeline. 2017 strike, seagulls. 2022 bargaining breakdown, seagulls. This merger, they're practically holding office hours.
Okay, but no. I'm not doing this.
You think it's a coincidence that the hallways are empty? The programs are paused? That faculty are hiding in their home offices like they're in witness protection? No. It's because the real meetings, the ones that matter, are happening in the old boardroom on the second floor.
The one with the broken thermostat?
Exactly. Why do you think it's always freezing in there? Cold rooms preserve documents. Cold rooms preserve secrets. Cold rooms preserve the truth.
What truth?
That the merger isn't about efficiency. It's not about the budgets. It's not about enrollment. It's about the tunnels.
We have tunnels?
Officially. But I've seen the blueprints. Well, I've seen a blueprint. It was on Pinterest. But the point stands.
So the college is merging for tunnels?
Or what's in the tunnels? Storage, archives, boxes labeled "Do Not Open," and that one crate marked only with the letters SC.
Energy core?
Or something classified.
Okay, that's actually kind of good.
Look, you want to understand the merger? Follow the seagulls. Follow the cold rooms. Follow the tunnels. And whatever you do, don't trust any meeting that doesn't have minutes.
Honestly, that last part is just solid governance advice anyway.
So, that was a lot.
I mean, 90% nonsense, 10% terrifyingly plausible.
And the 10% is the part about meetings without minutes.
Here's the thing. As ridiculous as that witness was, they weren't wrong about the atmosphere. People were hiding. Programs were disappearing. And the only thing louder than the silence in the halls was the feeling that something was happening out of sight.
Maybe not in tunnels, but definitely behind closed doors.
Cold rooms optional.
And then there's the timing. The day before due diligence was supposed to be completed at SLC, 30 faculty were laid off.
30, as in 30, as in due diligence hasn't even been finished yet, but we're already cutting the people who deliver the education.
And then Fleming followed with 8 more the next week. It's like a merger-themed advent calendar, with every door is just opening bad news.
So due diligence is still not done, which raises the question, how do you lay off 30 people before finishing the homework?
Maybe due diligence is like Schrodinger's cat, both complete and incomplete until somebody opens the box.
Until someone opens the spreadsheet.
Our next witness is Jordan, a program coordinator who's been trying to get clarity for months.
I asked 3 different people if our program was being merged. One said no, one said maybe, one said they couldn't comment. So, yes?
That's merger math.
Jordan, did you get any updates about the April 30th deadline?
No, but I did get an email reminding me to update my fall learning plans on yet another new template that maps to a course outline that doesn't exist.
Classic misdirection.
If the silence at SLC is unsettling, the silence at Fleming is worse.
At least SLC occasionally sends an email. Fleming has entered its mysterious stranger in a Victorian era novel era.
We reached out to several faculty. Most said they've heard nothing. There's like no updates, no timelines, no due diligence, just silence.
One person described it as the quiet before the storm. Another said, it feels like decisions are being made somewhere, just not here.
Which is exactly what you want to hear during a merger.
So here's our question of the week. If due diligence was promised by April 30th, and it's now past that date, and programs are quietly disappearing, and one of the consultant reports has never been released,
What exactly is being diligent?
And by who?
and why does it feel like the people most affected are the last to know? 30 faculty laid off the day before due diligence at SLC. 8 more at Fleming the next week. Programs disappearing. Silence deepening. Timeline slipping. Reports missing. But the presidency, that part was decided months ago.
It's like the merger's a choose-your-own-adventure book. Except one character already has plot armor.
Next time on Only Mergers in the Building, we dive into the consultant reports. The one we've seen, the one we haven't, and the ongoing contradictions we keep hearing from management.
Consultants, because nothing says efficiency like spending money to justify cutting things.
I'm sure they meant well.
Taylor.
Okay.
And lawyers, because nothing says diligence like spending money to defend half-baked ideas.
Join us for episode 4, the framework that doesn't exist. This is Only Mergers in the Building. I'm Miles Mercer, and the investigation continues.